All right, it is time for day 6 of Fight for Your Life Land Sal. So, we opened up UVHM, and it is very easy because it's Salvador, so of course it is. Now, I didn't properly cover this too much last time we played, but this Doomstick right here, paired with the resupplier and the fact that we just regen ammo and also have skills like autoloader, can just one-shot a lot of basic enemies and even Bloodwing yesterday. So we can literally just use this as a panic button at any point, no matter what, and it'll just do that for us, which is really, really nutty. Also, I'm going to go ahead and offhand a Slag SMG with it so that we can apply a debuff and then just chuck this at a dude so that we get the offhand extra ammo regen and clip size and, grenade and explosive damage with it. So that's really OP. And then for our actual running gear, I have just been using the Bone Crusher and the Ravager just as a good little pairing, and then just busting this out when we really need it. And then of course we have an Explosive Relic, a Legendary Berserker we got along the way, that Resupplier, and then a Slag Singularity. And then we have a couple other toys that I haven't really touched in a while because our new stuff is simply way too good. But we do have this stuff if we really needed it. So yeah, we're just gonna walk forward, probably just WM1 all day, probably finish base game and then go back to Tina DLC to knock that out too. Let's just do that. Yeah. So as you can see, our build is quite effective, especially whenever we get our entire action skill back randomly from a reload or a critical kill. And then if we just need to, veto a guy's existence, we just kind of do that to him. And then eventually that happens. Yes. So yeah, seems good. Checks out. It took a second, but it got him. Alright, what did we get here? We got Hector's Paradise, which I'm pretty sure... Oh, it's an E-Tech. Alright, well, there you go. We have an E-Tech, little dinky... Those are not E-Tech pellets, those are rockets. Alright. Well, that's what that does, I guess. Gross. Alright, there's a Legendary Hoarder in here. This gives me hope that we can find our other Gen 2 comms in random places, though. So I'm totally okay with that. I don't know if he... Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright, I am instantly incapacitated, which is like, that's kind of fair. Oh. Okay. Yeah. We deal all of the damage, of course. Yeah, this makes sense. Why not? Alright, there we go. Bunker down. Yeah, so just throw the funny Doomstick at people forever. And even into late game, and maybe even raids, probably. And I would assume it'll work. I'm gonna try to do that, even. Alright, we're entering an interesting spot where our equipment is starting to drop off a little bit. So unless I am actively gunzerking, I am actually having trouble fighting the enemies. So that's kind of interesting. And this guy doesn't know what splash damage is. Okay, fair enough. Cubby. We have to kill him. We're legally obligated every time we see one. We could get one of our 3 remaining class mods. Extremely tubey. Okay, that's kind of funny. And I'm kind of dead. Okay, that's fair. There we go. Alright, we got a Hammer Buster. We've got a Legendary Cat. We've got another Axton comm, another Hoarder comm, and that appears to be it. We're just gonna kind of do this and have a look. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So nothing really interesting for our character, unfortunately. Oh well. Alright, since we are here in Eridium Blight, I might as well try to farm Geary out a little bit. We could get some pistols or some rocket launchers that might be fun on this character, especially since we're past the first Pearl threshold level. So it's just a thing we're gonna do real quick. We'll do a handful of kills, see if we get anything, and then move on. Oh, we got an Undertaker. Oh god. Oh, the Undertaker with the shotgun would go so hard. Oh no. Oh. Okay. We've done a little bit of mining off stream here, and we've got 2 Ares to pick from. And this is based off of the Borderlands 1 Ares, so getting a crit with this spawns a transfusion trail, and beyond that it just kind of does an okay amount of damage. We've got a kind of bad Wanderlust. We've got a okay Undertaker here. We've got another Undertaker here. And these just deal a crap ton of damage and are burst fire. Now, a thing that I'm really interested in is running this with a shotgun in our offhand, so that we get 2 more pellets on our rocket launcher for free. And it suddenly just deals way too much damage. So we have that now. We've got a Zapper, which does shock and fire. That's its unique effect. We've got a couple Mongols, which still do that burst fire thing that they do in this mod. We've got a Seeker 6, which is a nice E-Tech Javelin with lots of magazine size, is essentially what's so cool about it. Beyond that, it does shoot little darts, which aren't as cool, but are still pretty nice. Damage on it isn't too bad, but if we even compare it to the Undertaker, it just does a lot more damage. So that's kind of preferred there. We've got a Hornet, which does Hornet stuff. We've got a Leviathan, which is basically the Leviathan from BL1. This one has very high projectile speed though, because of the Molly-1 sight on it. But it is basically a Leviathan, which is kind of like a Nukem, but slightly longer distance. We've got a Chimera. This thing does a little bit of fire, a little bit of corrosive, and some other damage type there, so that's pretty cool as well. Got Gunnerangs, which I'm not going to use. We've got a Hornet again. We've got a Gub, which does Gub stuff. We've got a Masher Gub here, which will actually be hilarious to use, so we might even use that just kind of because why not? And then we've got a couple pocket rockets, which kind of just do what they did yesterday. So just kind of fast masher stuff. That's pretty good. All right. So yeah, since we took our little trip to Geary there really quick, we're going to use a Leviathan with the Ravager because it just barely squeezes out more damage than the Undertakers that we had. We do have this one whenever we can level up and use it. But the plan will be simply to hold this, hold shotgun, and shoot dudes with both, and then watch them probably evaporate even harder. I would say this is a pretty effective way to run the character. This seems good. And the blast radius on these rockets is really small, so we can get pretty close to our targets. Not really have to worry about them too much. Yeah, this seems fine. This is reasonable to do. What if we took our reduce ammo consumption skills? Why does his name have stuff at the end? Well, there goes a lot of it. Hey, a stinger. Okay, so the stinger is like a pearl version of the bee. It's a really odd thing to say, but it's basically what we're looking at here. So let's go ahead and have a look. Increases weapon swap speed, gain 80% chance to reduce incoming bullet damage taken by 80%, and then it just the plain old amp damage and amp shot drain cost of 0. So yeah, this is pretty much a B shield that we're looking at. It's just a later game B shield. Also, it replaces the Whiskey Tango, which I think is really funny. Yeah, after this map, we're going to respec our character a little bit to do a little bit more ammo conservation. Because if we can just pair a 3-shot rocket launcher with anything and then just spam that out, I feel like that's just, we're morally obligated to do that. Like, that needs to happen. Matter of fact, after we kill Boombringer here, let's save quit and just do that immediately. So we respect the character a little bit, and we're running a legendary hoarder, but we had to take out of right tree and left tree because I wanted all of our Gunzerg skills we already had, but I also wanted 5 shots or 6 and inconceivable, because of course I did. So this is just a thing that we have to deal with for right now if we want to have the maximum funny. And then eventually, of course, we will probably abandon this build and go back to something more akin to what it was before. But for right now, we just have to say goodbye to the nice skills like autoloader and also the uppercut. Okay. So we have a Blood of the Ancients that gives max health and launcher max ammo. If it had shotgun as well, it would literally be perfect for what we're doing here. But I gotta run it. I have to. I'm obligated to just get as much ammo capacity as I can for this rocket. At least while we're doing this build. Alright, let the games begin. Alright, well, I'm dead, but this is incredible. This is great. I'm gonna have a good time with this build. Alright, we've got our first test subject for the new build. Got a tubby boy. Him thick a little bit, not gonna lie. Also a little over-leveled. Alright, he's gone. Sure. Why not? Yeah, this is a little bit stronger than our previous build. Hey, a Renegade. Wow, that's a lot of pistol. Okay. So, increased pistol gun damage, reload speed, and recoil reduction. You move 10% faster while holding a pistol and improves max accuracy, or improves accuracy with pistols. And this provides to I'm Your Huckleberry for more damage and reload, some fire rate and crit with lay waste, divergent likeness, plus to money shot, sure, and then all in the reflexes. Okay. Well, I'm having fun with our current build, but this class mod is really cool as a concept, so we will keep that in mind. And then as for the rest of the drops, nothing of interest. But that's still cool, we got to see one of our comms. And it's crazy that a single skill on this character just makes the rocket launchers deal so much more damage, and the fact that it's just a goofy little capstone is wild. This is a single point to make every rocket launcher shoot 2 more projectiles for free, just by gunzerking. Kinda great. Oh, there's a thick boy up here. Oh no, hold on. I wasn't ready. Oh, I guess I was. Never mind. Sorry. This poor guy. Alright, so we got a legendary Grenadier, which, wow, that has a lot of stats. I'm actually really curious about it. Grenade damage, explosive damage resistance, and reload speed. Boost explosive damage for spike shields and increases grenade capacity. That's kind of cool. That could be fun on Axton. We got another Renegade. We got a Gunslinger from that. We also got a Burner, which is just kind of a high fire dot SMG. And then another Plague. And Saturn. Yeah. Oh my goodness, our trouble with Super BA constructors is no more. This is truly a moment. Alright, so for this fight, we're going to be extra careful and make sure we really set up our character a lot, and we're just going to kind of... And then also... This sucks. This is terrible. New Ravager. But of course. Sure, why not? There we go. Okay, so that is UVHM story done. Like planned, we are going to go ahead and try to finish Tina DLC. We are about 2/3 of our way through the day. Got a new Doom Stick, which does more damage. It's slag, but that's probably excusable. So, sure, we'll hold on to the old one just in case, but I feel like this will do just fine. But yeah, feels good. Main story is done. Literally have nothing that I want to capture in it, and I just delete the whole thing, even though I already like threw it in. It's gonna be so good. Also, I think the weather has calmed. No, it's still kind of going. We're supposed to get up to like 11 inches of snow in the span of like not very long. I mean, it's nothing to scoff at, but I'm definitely used to more weather by now. So it's not really like, oh, scary. At least to myself. Alright, let's go farm some guys. We got mines, and then walk up map, and then fall down map, and then go up map. Yep, that is how we're keeping track of the names. Yeah. Hey, Berserker. Cool. Words do not describe the absurdity of this anymore. Oh, sweet. Okay, we got one of our class mods. So this is the Legendary Beast. It provides 93% cooldown rate, increases health by 75%, adds 125% of your current health to gun damage. Your max health affects reload speed and swap speed. This also provides +7 to last longer, +7 to 5 shots or 6, and then +10 to just got real. Yeah. Okay, dude. Well, guess this is our new class mod now, because why wouldn't it be? Sure. This is who we are now. This is our character. Okay, so our new build. Nothing in left tree. Standard middle tree for what we were just doing. And then max health and regen here. DR and regen here. Up to 180% gun damage if our health is low here. Plus 40% max health and 40% elemental effect damage duration resistance, so basically reduced duration of dots. And then after that, I guess we'll just get busts that can't slow down for the movement speed and max health, and then we'll just get invincibility and adrenaline. And then I guess we can look at left tree again, but like, this is our build now. Look at how much health we have. Let's pop Gunzerk. Okay. Yeah, this is our character now. There's... Okay. I don't genuinely know if our damage has necessarily changed too much, but the fact that we are just going to be so much more meaty as a character is so dumb. This is so stupid. Is that an ogre? No, it's just Shred of Fire? Okay. Well, at least it's not that. I am very... I don't take damage anymore. This is just my life now. I can basically shoot myself with a rocket. Well, up to a point. Yeah, okay. Alright. Okay, so the other class mod we could have gotten was the Legendary Enforcer, which sounds like shotguns to me, but I don't know. I think we legitimately have our best class mod, like be all end all. Could be wrong, of course. I'm probably not, because, I mean, look at our character. But I could be, technically. But this just feels dumb. Like, how much more stupid could it be?
Sounds like you could use some help. I'm a summon Bowen.
Kinda wish you wouldn't.
Alright, time. Yeah. Yeah.
So what did you guys think
Okay.
of that fight?
Great job.
Well, we did both of the things we set out to do today, alongside more than I expected, because I did not expect to just suddenly acquire all this damage and this build and whatnot that we're doing. But we have it now, so that's pretty cool. From here, we do have the other 4 big DLCs that we're going to want to do, of course, just kind of because we do them. And then I will save raid bossing in this mod for OP10. Probably change it to True Nightmare whenever we do fight them, because let's be honest, this is kind of a walk. It's kind of really a walk right now, and I don't know how much harder True Nightmare would really even be. Realistically, everything would just take 2 times as long to kill, which 2 times 0 is still basically 0, so it would probably be fine. But that'll do it for today. Day 6.